Hello, hello again. Welcome to Soul's Numerology with Karen Riley. Thank you for watching today. Thank you for visiting. So I'm keen to chat numerology with you just for a moment because you can't help but reflect on the events that are transpiring in the greater world around us, of the sadness and lives lost. It's been hard for many in the last couple of years. You know, you can think about, well, it actually does, it makes you think about what's a priority of importance in your own personal life and your well-being, and what really does matter in the life for one. Sharing time with your loved ones. We can take so much for granted, can't we? And it's usually not until we're struggling and going without, or we've lost that which was so familiar that we could rely on and trust in, with the upheavals and the uncertainties as the foundations have been shaken from beneath us and around us in the world. And so of global events and situations that are very challenging, very hard for so many. I'm not immune to them. How can I be? You know, we all have to go through these challenges in our own personal lives that we've got to work through. And so the reason for my chat with you today is really just to, I guess, help one see that there is so much more to life itself. There is so much more to you and I. And even when we're going through the deepest, most saddest time in our personal lives, we've got to hold on tightly to self-love. We've got to hold on tightly to hope and inspired direction. If you look to the science of numerology and you try and correlate this knowledge with the global events, you can just pick up on the thread. I have to say that you can just pick up on the thread of the vibrations of the earth plane, given the numerological knowledge of the 2000s time frame, 2022. I have talked about this a little bit, but probably not as deeply personally as this video. I'm coming out at the end of a grief and loss situation, personal family member. Coming through the other side of that, and like so many before in my situation, loss of employment because of COVID-19, and so it makes you reevaluate things, doesn't it? And all of a sudden you've got time to really process and think about, well, hang on a minute, I've got to make some changes here. I've got to do what's right for me and my family, my situation, you know, at the time. And so there are those struggles. There's so many struggles and limitations outside one's control. And always is there the divine source of a higher vibration of the universal plane. And that's the difference. You and I, as a mortal being, as a human being, we've chosen to come through. We've chosen to be here. Now, we wouldn't have chosen to have come through, to have been here in this lifetime, or any lifetime incarnation, really, for that matter, if it wasn't for the strength of our beautiful soul. You may not realize that unless you think about it and go on your own inner pathway, your own inner journey, which I did back in what was it, 99, 1993, I began my own spiritual path. But yes, don't give the age away, ladies. I'm a bit old. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, not a spring chicken anymore. But no, it's energy. It's your soul's energy that's infinite, and it's your soul's energy that's taken on this lifetime journey. And in that sense, you are infinite, as I am, as we all are. And the divine higher vibration of love and light, of the wisdom and the knowledge of the all knowing and the all seeing, of collectiveness, of the whole there, of the universal, you know, it's a part of you, it's a part of me, it's a part of everyone, it's a part of our soul. And your soul and my soul, we're connected to those constantly evolving threads of the universal that also surrounds us, you see, but that which we may not fully are aware of, or even believe, or even understand. But if I can offer you this, if you look more closely between the layers of your past, the present, you can pick up on the threads of the divine universal in the co-collective consciousness of love and truth and support that's there to help us at times of challenges. Even when you're asleep, your soul goes to work on your behalf, as does the divine universal. And there's much that goes on as we sleep. There's a lot of healing that goes on as we sleep to help us wake up and greet the next day and give us that additional strength that we need to endure the days ahead and each day as we do. And then there's the numerological vibrations that we can look to as well. So when you think about you and your beautiful soul's energy, when you think about this life and this incarnation, know that you're always evolving as well. Know that you're already on a pathway of evolutionary developmental growth. And the vibrations that you chose to be born to this life was all through co-agreement, in harmony with each soul, soul's spiritual true self, in that universal plane, the spiritual plane, long before this incarnation of this time frame. And so if you can see yourself in this light, if you can see that you can't be responsible or accountable for the choices and actions of others that are going on in the world around you, you know, you can't make someone not do something that they shouldn't do, like create harm to another human being, or you know, try to you know, sway and influence as others do with this and that and this and that. And so you've got to come back to you and what's truth for you. You have to really, you really do, you have to come back to how you're really feeling in the given moment, in the second, in the moment of every day, of every situation. You've got to consider how you really are feeling in relation to all that you're associated with. And then if you want to take that to the next level, if you want to take that understanding to the next level, that's how your numerological life blueprint can help you. It's a divine life blueprint. It's only a guideline of support, but oh my goodness, it's a brilliant navigational science, a brilliant navigational tool. It can help you pick up on the fabric of your life. It can help you pick up on the signposts as navigational supportive pathway that's already in front of you, but by which you're probably not fully aware of until it's described to you and interpreted to you. And of course, that'll all make so much sense. But it's there, that knowledge, because it's there to help you with those important life choices, even ahead of time, even in advance. When you've got your blueprint in front of you, you can see the year ahead, the couple of years ahead. You can see the big chapters of the 9 yearly chapters unfolding ahead. You can prepare, You can have the knowledge. That knowledge, when it's in your consciousness of your awareness, you look at others, you look at yourself, you look at your life, you look at the world around you through this looking lens of this tool of science of knowledge, in the understanding of the vibrations that we're all within, but more importantly, that you are within, because it's your gift of knowledge. It's there for you to help empower you and to enlighten one. It's there to help you to see that you're really not alone, that there are tools of support around one, within one, and connected to one. And I guess it's just a matter of maybe having an open mind, just giving your numerological life blueprint a chance to prove itself to you. Because that's what I do with the personal readings. Over the years, I've read for businessmen, detectives, lawyers, or people from all walks of all life, government officials, individuals of their own, business meetings, corporate business owners, very different, people in their own life situations. And this knowledge has reached them, and they've resonated with it, and they've given this a go. And so even the most skeptical has walked away thinking about how amazing this knowledge was for them. Could not help but to comment. So yeah, even the most skeptical have walked away feeling, well, holy moly, look at that. There's amazing knowledge here that's rather accurate, rather insightful. But keep in mind, it's your map. It's your life's guidance. It's your map. And so you've got the date of birth. That's your life's divine blueprint. It's your life's guidance. It can pinpoint for you any age of the life. It can help you see and understand that there is a vibrational pathway that harmonizes with your beautiful soul, true sense of direction for navigating this world of environmental surroundings and influences and everything that you're personally associated with in your day-to-day life. So you can be forewarned, you can be fully armed. We see in the news, don't we, a lot of sadness and lives lost, different situations, the violence. We see so much, and we can see that aggression seems to be on the increase. The values of respect for one another seems to just, I don't know, it's just seems to be slipping away. And so when I look to 2022, as with any 2000 vibration, really, that too leads the way. And that's for all of humanity as well as individuality. For anyone, it's the guidance there, the guiding light that seeks to shine its wisdom upon one and all with respect to an approach that you can give to yourself and everything you're associated with it. And if you can see it in terms of an emotional, spiritual growth that's unfolding within all of us as a humanity, as a society, as a community, no matter where we live, no matter where we are, no matter where we've grown up in, this is the umbrella. But it's the umbrella of the mankind's vibrations that we're part of, because we're talking about the environment here. But if you look to the higher knowledge of the numerological knowledge of the twos and the 2000s and 2022, it's really screaming at us, really, to provide supportive services. It's about helping the people, the public. It's about humane services. It's about uniting together, about peace. And then if you do the math, you find that 6 sitting there. Well, then when I looked at this, even last year, knowing it was coming, I couldn't help but think, how is all of that, of all the truth knowledge, how would that be relevant to homes and families, children, of the 6 vibration as an extended outlook there for all of us to receive some insight about what challenges could there potentially be. And I say that only because of the knowledge of the 22, the master number vibration, always brings upheaval, a disruption, a sudden shock to emotions, a disruption of the flow of the life, you know, or to one's life, to events of circumstances. And so it's a major catalyst, really, the master number vibrations. It's not something minor. And so, yeah, I did wonder about that, about the 6. And so you've got the beautiful 2's message here, which is about helping each other and uniting together in reconciliations and putting all those differences aside and coming together for what is right in ways of helping each other. So there's that, but then there's the children and the homes and the personal family lives. And so there's a light being shone on that aspect as well. So it's really all about families and couples and children and the home life and the personal family home lives. Now, if you look at all of that, you think about that in terms of what can be challenging and a disruption and upheaval. Oh my God, look at the natural disasters that we've had. Look at the homes lost, the families, devastation and destruction. Look at the war in Ukraine. Look at the families that have the foundations, 22-4 foundations, the 4 for 22. Oh my goodness. It's the foundations are broken. The home, their working life, their peaceful lives just shattered. They're fleeing for their lives. The homelessness is on the increase here in Australia as it is around other parts of the world, and of course with the war going on. So yeah, it's not a good vibration in terms of the challenging aspects, but it is calling upon every country, every community, all those in power who make these worldly decisions on behalf of all of us individuals. They're making these huge life-changing decisions or altering decisions on behalf of all of us as a public. They're the ones that are making all these decisions, and if only they knew and understood the vibrations of the knowledge and the science and the wisdom that numerology can offer. I mean, they talk about it. You hear certain key words coming through on the news with the presenters there and the commentators. You hear these key words. You hear the cries of the souls crying out for peace, no to war. They're saying no to the war. They're wanting peace. And that's it in a nutshell. That's the higher vibration of love and an outbreak of love that's being called upon. Peace is a pathway to love. It's a pathway to love, isn't it? So yeah, my heart goes out to so many at this time. So I'll leave that with you to ponder on. But if you ever feel like you need a one-on-one session, I'm available online for readings and online courses. COVID-19's made it a bit hard social distancing, so that's forced me to look at online, you see. So that's a positive change in that regard. And there will be those positive elements and positive changes, and we might be pushed to a breaking point, but as we break through those limitations and barriers and restrictions that are around us, can we recreate ourselves anew? Can we recreate a new sense of direction? Can we recreate the new pathway? And in so doing, we're evolving, we're expanding, we're developing, we're supporting our own emotional and spiritual growth all at the same time, especially when you're coming from a place of self-love and self-empowerment, but yet with all that is important in your own personal life and loved ones as well, and family and the home and the children and the work and career. So I hope I've helped you a little bit understand more about me, how I am with this knowledge. Obviously very passionate, but yeah, I just hope to have shown a little bit of more insight about me as a numerologist, and to help you understand how I can help you, whether it's a course if you want to learn for yourself, become a professional counsellor, because it's a profound knowledge. It really is a profound knowledge and wisdom. So when you know and understand the vibrations that you were born to, and when you know that you're not a victim in that regard, because your soul chose those vibrations you were born to. Your soul chose, as all souls did in the partaking of the environmental circumstances one was born to. But it's also for the higher purpose in our evolutionary developmental growth and learning of love, becoming as one with the lightness within us of mind, of thought and consciousness, so that we can expand our level of living to the next level of enlightenment. And that's what I see between all the layers of the high 2000 vibrations. That's what I believe is going on from that consciousness, higher message, higher knowledge, higher understanding. So with that said, I shall leave this video and say goodbye for now. And I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you again for watching, and we'll chat again soon. Bye. I am blind without these glasses. Thank you. Bye.